Hey guys, it's your average PS2 gamer here, and for this class setup, I'm going to be talking about something which I think most players will be aiming for, and that is the medium streaks. Now, this is for the average player, and this means that they're going for something in the middle. So, if using a Black Ops 2 references, low is between UAV and lightning strike. Medium is between sentry gun and AGR, and high is between stealth chopper and the swarm. Now you want to be going for those between the sentry gun and the AGR. Essentially, it's not a huge range, but it deals damage to the enemy team, picking up your kills, as well as helping you move along your point streak. And it's basically for people who are trying to get decent gameplays and things like that. No one is going for 100 plus, so more centered around maybe a 40 or 50 plus, something like that. Okay, let's move right in. For a start, you want to be using an assault rifle or an SMG or even a marksman rifle, just because it's one of those classes where you're going to have to pick off a lot of people, and these classes are usually the best for that. Assault rifles, maybe longer range maps, maybe medium to long range maps, SMGs for shorter range maps. However, if it's a certain route you want to pick and it's like different, then by all means change. Now, obviously, it's going to be an assault strike package, and I would assume it would be something like the guard dog. It would end with the knifing, the juggernaut maniac, and maybe the attack helicopter, maybe something like that. Okay, so we'll jump into the perks, and there's 10 points for these perks. And the first perk we're going to be looking at is off the grid. Now, you guys already know by now that I use off the grid in a lot of these in a lot of these class builds, purely because it's such a good perk for only 2 points. It basically means that it's the assassin from Modern Warfare 3 or the ghost from Black Ops 1 or something like that. So you're basically immune to the enemy basic radar, but however, I'm not sure, but I think the advanced UAV is able to detect you, but the normal SATCOMs aren't. So there's that. Next, we're going to be using quick draw. Now, quick draw means that you can, you can aim your gun faster whilst walking. So if you're going down the corner or whatever, you can quickly aim down sights and fire rounds into the enemy or at the enemy, and it can sometimes be the deciding factor between winning and losing a gunfight. I know myself that when I played free for all in Modern Warfare 3, it seemed like everyone used to be using quick draw because I completely sucked at free for all, and to be honest, I never learned. I kept trying to find new ways to counter quick draw, but quick draw was so overpowered with the MP7 or the PP90. So yeah. Next, we're going to be looking at ping. Now, this is another new perk which Infinity Ward introduced into Call of Duty Ghosts, and that is when you kill an enemy, it will send off a kind of radar kind of thing, a ping basically, that kind of thing, and it will detect any enemies which are nearby. Now, I'm not sure if off the grid prevents this, or I'm not sure what prevents this, but ping looks like it's going to be quite a useful perk when you're going to be playing something like a hard point, I guess, or team defender, or game modes similar to that. Next, we're going to see hardline. Obviously, when you're going for these streaks, you're going to make sure you're going to use hardline so you can get them quicker, and you can start stacking your streaks up. Next, we're going to use a sleight of hand. This means that you reload faster, and when you're in a medium streak, you want to make sure that your clip is always full if you ever need to fire, because there's no point going around with 2 rounds in your gun and suddenly 3 people appear out of nowhere and you have to face them all. So sleight of hand is a great place. So it means that there's a habit that a lot of Call of Duty players use Ali A has actually made that he's used it. So top YouTubers and stuff like that, they use it. It's everyone's natural instinct to just reload whenever, like as soon as they kill someone, they have to instantly reload. Now, a great way to counter that is sleight of hand, because that means that even if you do decide to reload, it saves a lot of time. So if you really can't stop that, sleight of hand is a great way just to do that, and then you'll realize that you always have full of ammo, and maybe you can train yourself to not have something like sleight of hand and just try and use the ammo that you have in your gun. And finally, I'm pretty sure you guessed this from the way that I've made a lot of these classes, but the last point is going to be used on Gambler. And Gambler rerolls a perk which you can use in battle, or I guess you could call it battle. I think that would be quite useful, because a lot of the perks that you could use, I don't think you could really say anything was bad. Maybe lightweight, just because you can't use it. The +1 grenade, the +1 tactical grenade, and the things in that tier. So the 6 of those perks are basically useless, but there are still other 29, potentially 29 other perks that you could get. 28 excluding Gambler, and 23 excluding the other perks in this class. So yeah, that's my medium streaks build. If you did like this commentary and video, please leave a like, leave a comment on what you think, subscribe to my channel for more content, as well as my previous episodes on this. And this is your average PS2 gamer here, and peace out.